What is up, guys? I know that it's been a while since we've made a Civic video, but we got something big coming today. So right now, I think 2 days ago, so Saturday evening through Sunday, I negotiated a deal with a guy out in Wisconsin for some parts. We're gonna go to Wisconsin to get those parts. It's a very good deal. I'm paying cash. It's gonna help me wrap things up much quicker, and they're high quality parts for what the price is. A good price, so I'm not gonna skip out. I gotta go to the bank today, get my cash, and then head on over. It's a 3-hour drive to and from, so it's 6 hours of my day just in driving. So much fun. Hopefully everything kind of works out. Hopefully this guy didn't screw me over and I'm not driving 3 hours for nothing. But first road trip in the Volvo too. Don't know how that's gonna go, so we'll see. Since the blower and everything else, I mean, we'll see how well the car runs, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. So we're gonna get ready to roll here, pick up our cash, and then we'll get everything sorted. So all right, I'll update you guys on the status of things when we're on the road. All right, guys, I'm about an hour in. Left at around like 9:10. Hour and a half maybe in now. Kind of gotta go to the bathroom, but I'm not going to. I just gotta go pee. I'll probably just pull over on the side of the road or something on some fucking unknown street and get it taken care of. But got the cash. Doing okay. Haven't stopped for anything. We were at a fullish tank when we left, but a little above half now. So definitely have to get gas on our way back at some point here. Hopefully, everything is in order. So yeah, I will update you guys when we get those parts and we're on our way home. Alright guys, it's probably been about an hour in since I have left. We got the stuff, all the goodies, so it's all name brand, everything checks out. Heavy, that manifold is thick as f***, so that is going to be great. Got about a 2-hour drive home now. Should be okay. The car's been doing great. So check engine light did come back. I didn't even check. I'm assuming it's for the cat. The car hasn't really been acting weird, so that's just my assumption. Listen to my stock podcast right now, and then I don't know, just went to the bathroom. It's been pretty much cruising, filled up, so we are on our way back. So hopefully everything yeah, I'll update you guys when I make it home, show you guys everything that we got. I haven't really showed anybody, and I'll show everybody once I actually get home. But just cruising now behind this truck, but he's going at good speed and I don't feel like rushing it, so we're just hanging out. So wish me luck, and I'll update you guys when I get home. Alright guys, we're back, we're alive. We made it, and we scored. Let me show you guys. So obviously, Nate didn't give me too big of a hard time about the price. He just wanted the stuff to get used and go to a good home. Explained on the situation, and we came to a really good agreement on the price of everything that I have here. Super solid. The only thing I didn't end up taking home was the turbo, but that's okay because I didn't really want his turbo. I wanted to kind of build my own and put that on this manifold, but yeah, this is it. We have an LGM titanium manifold. This thing is thick and heavy as actually it's stainless steel, but it's tight as it's super heavy. Definitely needs a wipe down. Obviously you can see here I already tried wiping this down a little bit, and I got a little bit of crummies on the floor here, but there's that. Custom fabricated downpipe. He actually went to a shop and then they made this specifically for him. Definitely a super nice piece. Has a little bit of flex tubing here. I've never seen that before on anything that I've purchased in the past, so that's kind of super nice to have, especially with this. I think that's the wastegate. I don't know, wastegate's here, so I don't know what that is. So we'll figure what that is out later, but it's interesting tubing and stuff like that. Turbo Smart wastegate instead of a tile wastegate, so this is legit. Came with all the fittings and stuff like that. This thing is ready to get strapped on and ready to go. So there goes the ring. Keep that with that. But that's a big expensive part. This is one of their newer generation stuff, so it's different technology. It's more efficient. It's a little safer to run. Intercooler wise, don't know, cheap brand. It's got some branding on it that says like AK or ATK. I don't know what brand of intercooler that is. We'll have to do some digging on that, but it feels heavy as crap for a cheap intercooler. So feels like a really quality cheap aluminum radiator, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if this is going to be sufficient enough for my power goals. I was going to run something a little bit taller as far as length goes, but I don't know, this might actually be okay for what I want to run for power goals, but I'm actually not super sure about that. Got some titanium stuff here. This is real titanium. I mean, this is the real deal here. Titanium hardware for the turbo. I think this is a T4. I'm not super sure, but based off of the size of this manifold, it feels like a T4. This piping, super expensive stuff. This is by Go Auto Works. See if I can find a logo on here. Yeah, so Go Auto Works intercooler piping. So that's very nice. It's very nice stuff. It's aluminum. It's cut really well. It's super nice. It's a Q, I think it's a 50 millimeter tile, genuine tile blow-off valve. Apparently this thing, per what Nate said this thing freaking sounds sweet as crap, and I kind of believe him with this stuff, and I'm sure this thing's gonna be a super well-rounded build once everything is assembled. I don't know what the top mount differences are. I know that his setup, and we kind of talked about this a little bit when I was picking this stuff up, he decided to go with the top mount because a lot of the ram horns supposedly have a little bit of boost creep. I don't know if that's true. The way the tubes are designed, it makes sense to me, but at the same time, I'm not an engineer. I don't have all the answers. So this is just what he went with. I mean, he didn't make my power goals with it, but it's this manifold. This manifold here is capable of supporting up to 900 wheel. Obviously, I'm not taking this car anywhere near that. I think 500 at most is really what I want to push this car for, but a good streetable power is anywhere between 350 and 450, I think, is kind of where we're going to drop this car at. I don't need that much power, and it's hard to get that on the street with a Honda unless you have a super solid setup, and I don't think we're going to get there with that with this here, but there's always going to be work to do. Super great parts, an incredible price. Huge freaking shout out to Nate. I appreciate him. I mean, I did drive 3 hours to and from, so 6-hour driving. It was a long day, a lot of sitting, not my favorite thing, but it was worth it. These parts needed a good home. I became that guy. Nate gave me a great deal. We talked a little bit, we chatted about our stuff, and I came home with some really solid parts, and they're all gonna get used. So this pretty much wraps up the turbo build. I'm still gonna be running the 3076R with an 82AR housing. That hopefully is a T4, so that way it just kind of mounts right up. We won't have to do any conversions or anything like that. I think they have plenty of those things online, but I will be modifying the turbo in order to get the 82AR housing on there. So very excited. Like I said, insane deal. We got a lot of amazing name brand parts here for an incredible deal, and obviously Nate gave me so much slack with the price, so I cannot thank him enough. If you're watching this, buddy, I appreciate you. I hope your build works out. Like I said, this stuff's gonna be stored until it starts really warming up and we can start slapping things together. I still got a little bit more wiring. God, what else? Wiring, fuel pump, you know, getting more miles on the break-in, you know, just kind of running this car a little bit, getting used to driving in, of course, just kind of breaking some stuff in. We still got a brand new clutch in there. I really haven't put that many miles on. So really want to get close to that. Still have to buy the turbo before we even like really start getting everything, but it's going to be pretty straightforward from here. There's not much left to buy for that, and this car is pretty much ready to go, you know, and then we just get a base tune once everything's together. So super simple plan, shouldn't take too much. There really isn't much left for the car. So we're gonna wrap up, pretty much, that's the plan, wrap up the car this year. And then hopefully, maybe if we can find a tuner this year, that'd be great. We might have to wait off and then just kind of drive the car around, you know, break everything in still and stuff like that. But super stoked, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I know I've been doing a lot of videos on the Volvo. It's not what you guys are normally here for, but I appreciate you guys sticking around. You guys mean the world. I know we're starting things have been pretty slow, but stuff's getting done behind the scenes, whether you guys can see it or not. So just know that